Hey YouTube, Joe's Two Car Garage. Working on the fuel system for the 99 Pontiac Firebird LSX swap. Uh, the new sending unit came in today, so went ahead and pulled the old one out of the tank, and I'll show you that real quick. And that's the bottom. That's where the biggest problems lie. The big hole on the left, the left, is where the secondary pump would be, with the fuel sock attached to it. The honeycomb-shaped hole on the right is where the check valve disc should be, and you can see that that's missing. So the new kit showed up this morning, and I say kit because it comes with a new pigtail, and I had to put the fuel gauge sending arm on. That whole unit was just laying in there. The kit comes with butt connectors, but I don't do butt connectors. I soldered it and used heat shrink tubing on it to make it weather tight. And anyway, here's the new one. You can see sock on the bottom, fuel pressure regulator there on the side. The black tubing goes down to the secondary pump, and that powers the pump to bring fuel into the bucket. So so this is a new configuration plug. That's the old one. It was 2x2. This is 4 across. Comes with a wiring diagram for about 6 different kind of cars, and it's pretty complete. It's a pretty nice kit. Happy with it so far. This is the return. This is I guess it's more of a pressure bleed than a return, but it does go back to the tank. So anyway, filtered fuel comes through here and goes back to the tank. And that controls the pressure, and that's pretty much it. So once I put that back in the tank, fuel system is done. This is the other project we were working on this week, is the water pump. This is the truck water pump, and we went with that because it was the truck spacing, which is what we were using, because the components are cheaper. Unfortunately, I couldn't come up with a way to fix this spout. This spout used to come out of the top, out of that hole. Oh, right there. So this came out of here like so. And unfortunately, the throttle also tries to occupy the same space. And that isn't going to work. So I have a freeze plug that I was going to put in here. I was going to open that up and tap it and put a piece of pipe in there. But after doing some measuring, the piece of pipe that I need would have to be 1 1/8 inches, and they don't make that, as far as I can tell. I can't find it anywhere here. So I looked at using a 1 inch, and it looked like it was going to be too restrictive. So rather than have a bunch of cooling problems and maybe blowing off the top radiator hose because it didn't fit the new spout the correct way, last night I threw in the towel and just ordered an LS water pump and spacer kit, and that should be here in a couple of days. So due to other circumstances, doesn't look like we're going to be getting on the motor this weekend. I have something other to do tomorrow, and today just kind of got away from me. So my Jeep lost its exhaust system, so I had to spend the morning putting that back together and welding that back on. And then this showed up, so we started working on that. So I'll get this knocked out of the way, and we'll get on that maybe during the week. The other thing that I wanted to discuss was the work we did underneath the car with the sandblasting and epoxy primer. I would like to paint the bottom of the car and up into the engine bay with the body color. And I have a kit that looks like it's pretty close. It's a urethane single stage, and I can order it, but my problem right now, my questions are, what do I do with the E-coat that's underneath the car? Do I need to prime that? Can I just scuff it and shoot it? If I need to prime it, what kind of primer do I need to use? What kind of primer can I use? Can I use a self-etching primer? Can I use an enamel primer? I don't know. I've got a couple questions out there to a couple different people, and I'm hoping to get some answers on that, because I would really like to get that underway so that I can put the bottom of this car together before I start losing stuff and forgetting how things go. So that's where I'm at. YouTube, today is, I believe it's April 23rd today. And that's the progress for this week. So be like Joe, get out in the garage and play with your junk. And we'll talk to you later, YouTube.